It's old man stories.
We try so hard.
Yes, we try so hard on our timing and everything,
We try
and
so hard.
we blow it, and it's like
half time.
yes, but we do best efforts.
And this is Roland Willits. I'm Angie Senger, and we're instead of introducing you to a recording artist, songwriter, Roland's going to introduce me to you.
This is my friend Angie, and the song that she's sang is one of the most distressing songs that I listened to in my life. It's just, I'm a sailor, and I have been out at sea in a boat alone. And
it makes you think about
yes, it absolutely makes you think about it, and so I get a little whatever that tension that you can't really describe.
Yeah.
And
well, this is a true story.
I con myself out, or work myself out of blowing the whole thing and not introducing us so really well.
You think?
Yeah, I think so. I think your brother would approve.
He probably would. This is a true story about my brother, my oldest brother, the oldest one in the family, my mother's firstborn, and he was in the Navy and retired from the Navy as a commander. And when he retired as a commander, which was his goal, and it was right before 9/11 happened,
mm-hmm.
and he came home. He really didn't live near the family ever, because he graduated from high school at 15, went right to the University of Minnesota to college, and he lived there. And so he would come home occasionally. So all my life, and he's 12 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So all my life, he's just been my oldest brother who's kind of out there. He's just out there, and we see him once in a while, but he's out there. And then when he was done at college, he came home and we saw him, and then he went on to the University of Illinois, and so he lived there. And then when he graduated from there, then he joined the Navy. And then when he got out, 6 years in the Navy, went to Vietnam and to Panama and wherever else he went. And then he was stationed at the Pentagon for the whole rest of his time. And so he was just kind of out there. And we'd see him every once in a while. And so now the true story is he's lost at sea after he retired and bought a yacht. And that's what he wanted to do. It was just like in Arizona, the snowbirds with their RVs go from campground to campground, mm-hmm. or senior park, or mm-hmm. RV park to RV park. And in the Caribbean, you go from marina to marina,
and
to island to island. It's the same
yep,
thing,
same idea.
But you take your boat
around. They live aboard
around,
the boat, yes.
Live on your boat, and you go from place to place. Well, his favorite place to be, his favorite marina, was in Trinidad, Tobago. There was my brother liked to live large. He liked that kind of life. And there was a marina where when you paid your money to stay in that marina, you were kind of in a cove where the 5-star hotels were, the Ritz-Carlton and this and that, and then they had their beachfront, and then there was this marina. Well, that's where and if you paid to be in that slip, you got the use of their amenities. Mm-hmm. And so he enjoyed that a lot. Well, his lady friend needed surgery on a rotator cuff, and so they were going to she flew back to Washington, D.C., and she was having the surgery, and then he was going to take the boat there, and they would live on the boat while she recuperated, and he had a crew that was going to go with him. But they were in an island that was like a half a day sail away from where he was. So he was just going to go over there and pick them up, and then they were going to crew with him back to Washington, D.C. from Trinidad. And they had the send-off party, the dinner and everything, and he got up the next morning, and 6 hours later he was supposed to check in with his crew, and he never did. He left and never was seen again. And his boat was missing, and it was the time of year, it would be like February in Mesa. Everybody
Everything
is here
was perfect.
then. It's so populated. And so it was the time of year, it was late June, when anybody who has a boat is on their boat in the Caribbean. And so how can you not find the boat? They put out, because he was a retired commander in the Navy, they attached every asset that was in the area and did a grid search twice of the whole area. And how could they not find it? It was 8 days later they found it way through all the Leeward Islands around the other side of Antigua, the only island in that chain that's not friendly to the U.S. And it was way on the other side, sitting on a sand dune. And there were some people that were, some pirates were salvaging it, and they had their hook onto it, and they're finders keepers, it's ours now. So they were going to haul it away, but the authorities did get it away from them. But when they never did find my brother. He's still out there. He's still my brother who's just
and it's not closure.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
So that's what the song's about. It's called Lost at Sea by Angie Senger.